Hey everyone, this is Martin. I'm back at the video editing desk this morning and going to work on another one of the studio series videos for, how do you kind of get a adventure project started and how do you keep it going. And the first couple of videos went, kind of covered an introduction and then plus the second one was all about why you would do this in the first place, because if you don't have that strong enough why, it really isn't going to sustain you through the tough times that you're bound to run into. There's no question about that. And so one of the things I ask for is to share your dream or your passion, or what is it, that thing that that you're wanting to do. I mean, with us, obviously, we've kind of got our feet planted in the resort business, and it's turned into a great adventure lifestyle for us. And that's good. If you wanted to do something like that, well, that's easy. Just put resort adventure down there, and I'll know. But everybody, this isn't about us. We're going to be following along our next step of the journey, and using those principles to apply to things that you want to do. But for the most part, this series is kind of about you, and I don't know how to tailor or structure the conversation without having some kind of an idea of what it is that you're interested in doing. And I did get one question on one of the videos, one of the last ones, where there was an indication of, yes, I want to involve myself in some kind of a dream or a pursuit like that, but I really don't know what that looks like. So, that's kind of taken our approach at sort of these accidental, opportunistic things that got us where we are today. We never planned on being in the resort business, but yet here we are. And it would have been a lot easier if we had, set down and kind of structured what it is that we want to do or what direction we want to do way before that. Now, we're not dissatisfied at all. I mean, I'm very satisfied with the fact that we ended up being in a resort business and doing all of the things that goes with that. But I'm not sure that would have been the specific direction I would have taken, or it may not have. The pathway would have looked different at the very least. And, once we kind of got established in the direction that we were going, it was much easier to plan that pathway out and plan those steps out than it was when we were just kind of flying by the seat of our pants and doing things by accident. So what I would recommend doing is sit down, maybe, spend an hour or two just making a list of the things that would appeal to you. And that might include a resort business. That might include, like we've talked about, the homestead thing or the off-grid thing, or it might include something like our daughter is doing right now. And her and her husband, Mike, Adrian and Mike, they have purchased a couple of boats. And when I talk about boats, it's not like our old boats and pontoons that we had in the marina. I mean, they've got one trawler that's like 38 feet long or something like that. And then they've got a motor yacht that's, I think, 54 feet, if I'm not mistaken. And their dream and passion is to start an adventure charter business down in the Florida Keys. And, we've already been on there. They've got the equipment. I mean, they've got all of the stuff to do it. It's just kind of pulling the trigger on starting the business of it. And of course, starting to earn the income that goes along with that kind of a business approach or that adventure business. And so theirs is simply a saltwater, blue water, Florida Keys, tropical kind of adventure charter business that they're working on. And that's very defined in their minds. And so it's going to be a lot easier to begin structuring how to get that moving in the right direction for what they want to accomplish than it is to be sitting there thinking, well, I really don't know what I want to do. I want to do something different, but I don't know what that is. So you really do kind of need to figure out what that is. Maybe what you need to do is you need to go experiment, go experience some of those things that you think would be interesting to you, and then help you make your mind up on, yeah, I really don't fit with that, but I do fit with this. And it's important for you to begin to define that really before you try to take a first step. I mean, because who knows if you're going to be going down the right path or not. that's going to achieve and fulfill the dreams that you have and the things that you want to do. So that's really kind of the first step. I mean, make a list of 5 things or 10 things or something like that that you want to do, and really start to decide what of these things is compatible with my dream, and which ones aren't. And sometimes it's easier by the process of elimination, getting rid of the things that you don't think are going to work. And I've done that with business ideas. I'll make a list of business ideas that's kind of an ongoing list. It's always there. It's always got at least 10 things on it, and a lot of times it's got more. And I'll sit there, and while I'm doing all my other things, I'll be kind of contemplating those other options. And most of them get crossed off the list eventually, after maybe sometimes a couple of weeks, maybe sometimes a year. But a lot of those things that sound good to start with end up getting crossed off, because at some point I realize that doesn't fit with what I'm doing, or that doesn't really fit what I want to do or where I want to go. So, one of the first things you need to do is kind of decide and define which direction you want to go. Again, the resort thing, we can lay that one out. I mean, that's pretty easy, which would include like campground and primitive camping, and more modern RV camping, and things like that. I mean, we got that figured out. But it's going to be kind of fun. For example, with the boat thing with our kids, is some of that we're going to be learning from scratch a little bit, because there are things and components with that I don't completely understand. I understand the processes of getting business going and getting income churning off of that, but it's going to be something new and different. And they've signed up as one of the case studies. We're going to use them as case study. And I'm still looking for another person to do a case study too. So if you kind of got defined what you want to do, let me know. Anyway, so comments in the bottom. We're going to get off of this episode, and we're going to get into the next one again here pretty soon. But comments down below, let me know what it is, that is your dream adventure project. If you have not done it yet, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way you'll get in the loop to receive these videos, and we'll see you next time.